Hello. Share location. Can't hear a blasted thing. Can you hear me okay? Okay. I can see you shaking your head yes. I can't hear you. Are you sitting on your Okay, let me click my playback devices. It's okay here. I'm going to press F5. The famous F5. Hello, hello. Cannot hear you. Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2,
One, two,
3.
three.
Oh, good, I can hear you.
Oh, good. All right. I don't know what that was all about.
Neither do I. So I've been a busy little girl
It
here.
sounded like it.
So, can I share my screen?
Sure.
Okay, let me find a screen to share. Let's see. All right, so far, I've got all the way through to this part where this is what I need to embed. It's locking up naturally. Okay. And I can embed in a blog, but I don't know how to embed yet in HTML. And I haven't decided, I'm in the 30-day time period of trying to do Adobe Contribute, which is WYSIWYG HTML. So, but I now figure out, because I went and tested this business hang. Well, where are we? Let's see what it looks like so you can preview it. I figured out my graphic shouldn't be that. Oh, why is it not showing that? You're not seeing that. I must have done a weird screen share. Full screen. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So my graphic is too wide. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
And I figured out, because I had a whole paragraph of text here, which moved everything down. So now I know I just need to do a few and scoot them over like I've done.
Yeah.
I figured out how to make it white because I don't like the black, and that I want a white background so it won't compete with my Dear Myrtle, and how to make my text black. What I have to do is figure out how to embed this, because the WYSIWYG stuff I'm using won't let me go to the HTML mode. It only lets me be on the front surface of a page. So here I am in Adobe Connect, and I'm ready to, for instance, put all my stuff on here, including embedding. Let me make it bigger.
Okay. Up in that top menu.
Yes.
What happens if you click that HTML5?
I have to insert an audio or a video or convert it to HTML document type.
Oh, okay.
And it's not up here under insert.
Huh. That is, what about HTML5? Does that give you the same as
That's the same, yeah.
thing. Okay.
So maybe this isn't the software I want. I just want to look at the background part of this page. I like that I can do 99% of it here, WYSIWYG.
Okay, if you do go down like next to Genealogy Game Night or whatever, can you right click on that and then go down and look at, does it say anything about view source or? page
That's
details.
what I want to do is view the source. No, table properties, list, split. Don't want to do that. Let's see if we can, maybe, no. Now, not everything's activated because this is an inactive page.
Yeah, but I would think that view source would be one of the things that say, oh, Mert,
Yeah,
over on the end, right next to the green check mark where it says page properties, what does that do?
just a minute. That's a ABC check. Page properties.
Uh-huh. What happens if you...
I got this. Title encoding, appearance, links, headings.
Ah,
Why don't I see if it has a view source under help?
okay.
I
That's too
forgot that
logical.
term. It's been so long. Oh, it's just now installing Adobe Air, which I guess is how they give you help. Oh,
On
sheesh.
yeah, on my sister's very, very old Dell that is still running Windows Vista, every time that Adobe Air updates, we
Yeah.
immediately say no, because
Oh,
invariably it'll cause problems.
oh
on,
no.
well, on that particular one, I don't know about,
Yeah.
but like I say, it's still running Windows Vista, not even the Windows Vista Home Premium, just Windows Vista Home.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, if the machine works otherwise, so they got tables working with pages and frames. Blah, 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 blah. I just want view source. And apparently this is for all of Adobe, not just Contribute.
Look, working with pages with frames. Okay, that's an iframe that you're trying to embed.
Okay, edit frame content. Crap, how in the heck are you supposed to see that graphic? Oh. So you go to, if you select a frame, the border appears around that frame. Oh, they mean a frame of a picture. Yeah. Not what we, oh, I know that kind of frame. So let me go to, those are all the things I've been trying to find. I just want to insert HTML code.
Yeah,
See?
I'm used to just copying that code, at the bottom.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
one, but of course, I only tested it to test a blog embed because I don't have a website.
Yeah, and I went to Heather's because she said, "Oh, you have to have a thing that where have I got Heather?" And hers is a WordPress blog form.
Mm-hmm.
Um so
And what? Yours is on what? A Blogger?
mine's on Blogger. Uh, let's see what I can do.
Ah, here comes the man.
Yeah.
Here's help.
So maybe contribute. Hello, Michael Daniels.
Hello, how are you?
She says with a twinkle in her eye. Boy, we had a lot of fun on Friday night.
Good,
Mostly
I'm glad.
because we won. We won. We won.
Oh, I should tell you, there is one additional rule to Friday night game shows.
Yeah?
That's no gloating on Mondays.
Oh, okay. But tomorrow's okay. I can gloat tomorrow.
You can gloat tomorrow.
All right.
Well, actually, you can gloat tonight as long as I'm not around.
All right. Not in the presence of opponents. That's what it is. Oh, so I got our game night coming up Saturday. And I've got my old website all downloaded so I can work with Contribute, which is WYSIWYG HTML. And Contribute doesn't have the option to view source so that you can copy and paste the iframe thing you need to copy and paste. What do you use for web page design, Michael? Can't hear you, dear.
Yeah, you have to do iframe. That's the only way that Business Hangouts puts it out. And you know what? On a Google site, they don't allow iframes either. So what you have to do is you have to create a widget that accepts iframes and put it in that way, which is the only way we can do
Okay,
it.
a widget is a term that's used on WordPress.
Okay.
And I don't have a word. My website index pages point to Blogger. And Blogger, I can embed in Blogger, but it doesn't work if you have the sidebar things. Criminy.
Yeah, and it's hard to. It's actually hard to find the template on Blogger that doesn't have the sidebar.
Yeah, I guess I better spend some time looking at that. Although then.
Yeah, then you'll have wind up redoing your whole thing.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. I'm hearing echoes.
Is that me?
Yeah, it might have been you, because I wasn't hearing echoes till you came in, Michael. Now it's perfectly fine, because you have muted yourself.
Yeah. Okay, let's try and figure.
Well, and I really would like it on my .com, not on Blogger, because then my .com gets all the real hits, and they're realistic hits.
Yeah. Okay, and your .com is built on what? On what did you use to build it originally, rather than this Adobe Contribute?
I use Front Page, and I could do View Source or View Page or whatever it was. Let me get this out. I can close this guy. I'm trying to work on designing my 4 rollover graphics. And until I realize you're actually here. Okay. So let me go over to GoDaddy and see what type of server it's on. Maybe that'll help us know something about it. Manage my domains. I think that's where we go. Man, it's slow.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's got anything to do with it, but I've noticed, like, when I start these business hangouts now, it's loading a whole lot slower than it did last week. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Well, this is how far I got, Michael, on actually designing my page. But I now realize this graphic needs to not be that wide. And so I can adjust that.
Yeah, and I actually sent them a suggestion on that, exactly what you're talking about right there.
Yeah.
I suggested to them, give us 1/5 or 1/4 or something to the right hand side that we can put a whole, all kinds of information and logos and things like that, and leave this side so the buttons don't ever come over that far, almost like a set range of where. And then that way, even if you use a background color, at least you've got a banner. Like when you post it to Google Plus, all it's gonna show is your logo. There's not gonna be any time. There's not gonna be any text. There's not gonna be any buttons. If you were to share it with Google Plus right now, it's really kind of ugly, you know. So what I said is, at least give us a right-hand column or whatever. We can make like a frilly design that goes behind the time and stuff. I mean, that was my suggestion, but.
Well, and what I plan to do on Google is the same thing I do on Facebook, because if I upload an image to Facebook or an image to my community on Google Plus, it's a beautiful big, you know, graphic, and I just make them in PowerPoint, and it's the same thing I use as my as my branding for that particular event, and then I put that Google, the link to get into this, and I'm happy with that, and that I also include all that start time stuff, because I just copy and paste that from the calendar that we've been using anyway. I wasn't too upset when events went away. I thought they were confusing, but so dearmyrtle.com. I don't think I'm in the right place, but we'll go look. It's on a, It's supposed to tell me whether it's on a Windows server or what kind of server it's on.
I would think
Maybe that doesn't matter.
the type of server really shouldn't matter.
Okay. I do have WordPress capability that I can activate, but then they're going to charge me an arm and a leg.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And I could do a thing like Dear Myrtle Hangouts. So it could be hosted here as dearmyrtle.com/hangouts as opposed to, no wait, it would be hangouts.dearmyrtle.com. So unless I'm going to do what Heather does and put it in WordPress, which I thought she didn't want it embedded in a blog. Let's see, craft. Okay, we get to talk about him behind his back again.
Oh, no, you don't. You see, those are wireless headphones, and he can hear us still, even though he's not on screen.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, we quit talking. Then after a while, they turn off so as to save the batteries.
Yeah.
So we wait 3 minutes. Then if he's still gone, we start
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
we
him,
don't want him.
and he can't talk. He can't hear us.
All right, so here's what Heather's done. Hers is on, I can tell it's a WordPress because of this right here, powered by WordPress. Very, very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I don't care about it sliding behind the background, the top part. I know that's the latest thing. I just want a nice static page that I can then just put the iframe into. Put the HTML code and have it appear.
Okay, now on this one, if you do a right click, there is a view page source.
Yeah. That's because it's a published page, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So I wonder if a similar thing happens over on Adobe Connect. Where the heck are we? Not Connect. What is this called?
Contributor.
Yeah, maybe I need to, let's see, open actions. Sheesh. Edit page source in an external application.
There you go. There you go.
So I got to remember where to put it on the page. I can do it. Okay, what was that?
Then you should be able to just copy and paste that and paste it in this text wherever you want it to appear.
Yeah. Okay, so, and then once we've, all right, let me just throw it in here.
Oh.
It's in Notepad right now.
Okay.
I hope that was it. Yeah, that's the iframe. Okay, let's see what happens when we close it. Save the changes, save. It contains Unicode format which will be lost if you save as an ANSI. To keep the Unicode, click Cancel below, then select one of the Unicode. Let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Editing draft in another application, click Save and close the file in Notepad, return, and then click on the appropriate button on the toolbar. Oh, I don't know what the appropriate button is. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, criminy. All right, we got to the background. Edit, if you want to resume editing in draft mode, Okay, let's be sure Notepad is closed, it says. Yep, it's closed. Okay. You put it in there, but no, it didn't. It's got something in here. That's looks like 1950s television, doesn't it?
It really does. Okay, now.
I don't think this is a software to do it.
And I
Now this,
really doubt that it is, Murray.
yeah, I had added this down here below so I wouldn't lose the code.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not where I pasted it. This big gray thing is where I pasted it.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is not published yet. So that may be the issue. Let's see what happens if I publish it. What's the file? What is the name of this page? Connect to begin editing pages. If it's index, it won't be bad because, well, that'll push them to the blog unless, all right, I'm going to fiddle around with this and get back to you and let you know what I learn. Okay?
Okay.
Because maybe I just have to, I'm just going to try activating all this stuff. And I think I'm going to go have dinner first because I haven't eaten anything for about 8 hours.
That is not good.
Yeah, I'm hitting that wall. And I
Yeah.
don't have diabetes, but it's still a wall for me.
Yeah.
All right. So
It'll refresh your mind a little bit.
that's exactly it. And we lost him.
Nope. There he is.
Yeah. So far, Russ is kind of gritting his teeth about Saturday. But we're going to continue to do HOAs on Wednesday morning and Wednesday evening the usual way.
Okay. Now, I will tell you, it may take you longer to get this all set up than Saturday.
Well, it might. It
Yeah.
might.
It's because, I mean, especially if you're trying to learn a new web building program at the same time.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
WYSIWYG part's easy. It's just I can't view source and figure
Yeah.
out how. But I can probably solve. I have all day tomorrow.
Okay. I just thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you can ever get to the source,
Mm-hmm.
the Business Hangout
Mm-hmm.
app, when you go under the second tab,
Okay, I'll get over here. Where is it? I had it. Not there either.
I beg your pardon. It's the third tab, the customize.
All right, so I am in the planner,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm under scheduled events.
Mm-hmm. And you go over to customization. Yeah,
That's where. Okay.
And then come down and where'd it go? Yeah, I click on customization and then scroll down. You're down at the bottom there. All right, there. See that short description HTML?
Yes.
If you click that,
Oh. Yeah.
that opens up. Now, if you go up and click source, that's a full. I mean, you can do any type of HTML coding there that you want. Then you could save it as a file with an HTML thing on your computer, open it up and see what it looks like. You can play with source code right there.
That's intriguing. So this is just like a sandbox.
Yeah.
I'm not going to save it beyond this part because I'm just trying to. Okay.
And if you click on that question mark at the end, it takes you to the manual for this whole thing. This is a sub-module. It's got its own manual and everything.
Oh, for just this actual interface right here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's cool.
I just happened to think of that.
Okay, that's very smart to know. Let me put that down. Okay, I've decided to keep handwritten notes because part of how my brain works, even though I'm very digital, is when I have to learn new things, I make sticky notes all around my monitor. I'm on a double road now. And yeah, and I keep a little composition book, and that I keep in date order. So anything I do, I just figure, okay, it was about 2 weeks ago. Let's go back that many pages, and then when I actually produce something, it's digital. But this is my planning and drawing circles and Zentangles and all that kind of stuff. So just how my brain works. Okay, I'm going to go have dinner, try to chill out, think about what you've just taught me here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm always doing stuff, doing my HTML coding there, and then copying and pasting it into a notepad thing, and then saving it under whatever file name I want, and then just opening it in my browser on my computer, so it's not online anywhere, and I can play all I want.
Yeah, I like that. You know, what would a person do? What would a person do if they didn't know old-timey HTML? And see, I even forgot that phrase, view source.
Quite frankly, I don't know what.
Well, ask me Edlin. I can do Edlin. That was what?
Oh my
Windows,
God!
That was DOS 3.2.
Yeah.
Because it was before hard drives. It was when we were all floppies.
You're talking 7 generations back.
Yeah. But that's about the only thing I have over Michael Daniels is that I can do Edlin and I don't think he can.
I don't even know who she is.
Yeah. That's a bad boy. Don't even talk to me like that. Okay. All righty. Well, this morning when we were doing Mondays with Mert, Michael, I asked people, because we had a lot of our people there, and a lot of our people who watched your game show Friday night.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Let me screen share. And I know it aggravated. I shouldn't do this to poor Russ, because he does not want to move over to this, and I do. And I said, well, game nights are a night that we, play around and have fun, and that's where we test out our mics. And I would like to consider testing this thing called Business Hangouts. And so I asked Betty Lou, and I asked Sheila, and I asked a couple. Mike Quackenbush looked at it later, or something like that, and asked him, how did you feel about it? And they all liked that the text was already happening right next to the video, as opposed to later on, Russ might bring it in. Somebody said, well, what is Russ going to do if you bring in the comments like Michael Daniels brings in all the comments? I said, well, he's going to be marking them for me so I'll see them, because you guys talk so fast it's going to scroll past. And
technically, he could bring them in. He can actually bring them in too.
Oh, do moderators? Oh, good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so he can still bring them in for you, so that's fine.
There's one thing we forgot to tell you too.
What?
Up at the top, in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
If he starts the comments for you,
yes,
and you click that star at the top, it takes away any of the comments that are not starred. All you will see is the starred comments, and you can pick and choose from there. So you don't have to scroll all the way down looking for them. They take out everything that's not starred.
Yeah.
It's only the starred comments for you.
Well, this is what I've been this is what I do. I have my Google Plus community post up during a hangout. He brings in whatever comments he wants, but I kind of get the gist of what people are saying, and that kind of influences the questions that I asked. And I may or may not mention somebody that, I'm seeing several posts in the community, like from so-and-so and so-and-so on this topic. So let's talk about this just a little bit more. like at the end, I didn't even plan today that we were going to talk about antivirus software, but we had somebody who didn't want to.
I'm sorry, that's my son. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Didn't want to. They didn't want to do a GoToWebinar because they didn't like that they had to download this thing from a company called Citrix. And so then I had to explain to them, Citrix is a good company. I wouldn't tell you. I mean, they're not as good as Hangouts, but, you know, webinars are good. And you want to go download it and so that you can attend those webinars that Jeff Rasmussen does. They're primo. They really are. He's not, we're all in the same business. We're not competitors per se. But anyway, then it came out, oh, well, we're really afraid of clicking on things. And I'm like, you don't take candy from a stranger, and you don't take cookies from a website that you don't know about. I guarantee that if, well, I lost Andy. Doesn't want to hear it.
He's having issues. He's having computer issues.
So we had quite a discussion about antivirus software and
good.
That's just, you know, with calming the water stuff. That's why I love having our Mondays with Mert, where it's not a specific topic. It's
no, you can go off on some good stuff and help some people out. It's really nice.
Yeah. So that was, and Betty Lou, I guess, has been coming to game nights a lot lately, according to Russ.
She comes all the time.
All right, and she is one of our least tech-savvy people on the face of our earth.
That's probably why she likes it, because she likes having that chat in her video, so she can scroll through the chat and not lose her video and keep it right there, so she can still see what's going on, but yet have the chat there, it is very convenient.
She has something happened to her. It's not a stroke, but there's some disorder that she has, so she has issues processing things mentally. And she really likes that interface. So I asked her privately, do you like that it's black background or white background? She said she doesn't care as long as it's not gray on darker gray. She likes that it's black versus white. And I said, well, good, that's what we're planning. And she's willing to do it. So if she likes it, it's like that old commercial, Andy, hey, Mikey likes it. Remember Life Cereal? Mikey likes it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, if she likes Business Hangouts, which I am just calling, it's a different skin over a Google Hangout. And you can get there without a Google account. You just can't present. And but you can view and you can comment. Anyway, so it generally. The only thing with Sandy Barnett is saying, well, I didn't know where to go to join the Hangout, the Business Hangout for game night. I'm like, Sandy, you know he has a community. So I assured her I would put it on Facebook as I always do, and I put it in the community as I always do, and we'll take it from there. All right, I don't know. I'm going to go take a dinner break, and I may not come back till tomorrow.
Okay, well, if you do come back, be out there, I'll be online.
You need to put your mic on, Andrew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right, we just can barely hear you as well.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get this.
Yes, check your settings.
Yeah. It's a stupid Chrome box. It doesn't hold them from one time to the next. Every time I get kicked out, when I come back, I forget I have to refiddle.
I hear ya.
But I still love it to death, so what? Yeah.
I know. Well, now, you know that, remember when I had to buy a Chromebook really quick? I am amazed that a Chromebook with 8 gig RAM can get into these Hangouts just fine.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I did it the other day with, who was it? Mark and Andrew were in with me. It was fantastic. I had it in the living room, as a matter of fact. I had my new flip that Andrew purchased for me. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. He gave me a nice Christmas present, and I'm gonna tell you what, it was fantastic. It worked fantastically. So.
Yeah. It used to be we'd have to have as much RAM as possible, and 8 gig was like, but we have different processors and all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, I'm very, very motivated to get going on this.
Okay.
And game night's a perfect time to do it.
I think so too.
Yeah, and we'll just keep with the other things until we figure out when surgery is. I figure I'll probably be out of the loop for a week just because I might be on painkillers.
Oh, you might want to stay in the loop then. That's a lot more fun.
But Mark, you're so much fun when you're on those. I know every once in a while, I take them and then I nap, and then when I first get up, I'm so groggy I can barely turn the computer on. But some people say I'm at my best because I don't tend to be snarky, So.
They're really anti-snark medication.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a whole subset in the pharmaceutical department there. That's hilarious. Well, I think it's going to be an eye-opening experience for people on, if I can get this thing to work. Technically speaking, the reason I'm trying to embed this is so they can register in advance. So they have a landing page on which to register. How come I didn't register for game night? Because I've already come to a BHOA? Or because you just liked me, Michael? Watch what you say now.
No. Registration was not. I mean, I did not. Well, I didn't mandatory registration, and it automatically does it if you don't make registration mandatory. It automatically sends you through.
Okay. And so they wouldn't know if they are a Facebook person that they cannot be a participant.
They won't know that, no. But what you can do, you know how Heather has those floating pictures or whatever?
Yes, yes.
You can make one of those floating pictures that sits there for about 7 seconds, so when they come in, they'll say, you could have a big thing, you must have the Google Plus in order to come into our Hangouts. If you're on Facebook, you'll still be able to chat and have an arrow pointing over there, and you'll still see the video right here. You can do a little funny little video or whatever, or just a creative slides that you put in there. You can have up to 5 little images that you can put in there.
Oh, that's good.
Describing those things. So
yeah,
I think
you can go here, you can go here, you can go here, but you can't go there.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want them to. Do I want them to register?
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
Reminder email.
Registration. Well, registration and login are basically the same thing. You're going to give a name and address anyway. They cannot come in at all without giving you a name and address.
So Facebook, if they click to go on Facebook, I get a record of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So that doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm not asking them for anything other than those. I'm not asking for their country of origin or blood type.
Their
or
firstborn male child and all that stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, basically the first time you use it, it's a registration. From then on, it's a login, but it's exactly the same thing.
Okay, but the advantage of doing it in advance is they get those reminder emails.
Mm-hmm.
You can get reminder emails anyway from...
Well, yeah, that's true, too.
You can always get reminder emails. Okay, for example, let me show you right here, okay, just so you know.
Yeah.
Here's Betty Lou. She came in through Juno.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know right here, moderator, participant, viewer, I can bring her in however I want. It's not going to allow anybody that doesn't have a Gmail, and I don't know why that showed me that on Juno. Maybe it's just I don't know why. But all these other ones are
hardly
Gmail.
recognize such an old thing.
See, like right here, here's a Facebook. That's true. Facebook.
Yeah.
Pam Helm, she came in through Facebook, so I can't even make her a viewer or a participant or a moderator. So immediately I can tell her. But now that I have this email, I can just click on that email since I have it right here. And if you know her, you can just say, okay. So now I can copy that email and I can open up an email and say, hey, Pam, if you want to participate in the, in the Hangout or whatever.
In the film,
In the film strip. Yeah. Try to use the same terms all the time. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right here's a yahoo.com.
Yeah. Who is that person? Pat Richley Erickson.
She's some grumpy old lady who lives out west somewhere. I don't know.
So that's how did you invite me there, or did you invite me up when you saw me on the list right within the Hangout?
No, I saw you as a viewer down below, and I just invited you up.
Okay.
But I could have, once you registered.
Yeah.
I can go ahead and pre-invite you up to the top.
Yeah.
But you still won't be able to get in until I get here. In that case, you'll get and that's why I didn't want to do that, because you get an email that says, "Hey, you're in here early. You need to talk to the host about if this event has started yet or not." You know what I'm saying?
That's just like go to webinar.
But I can make you a participant right here. So and then that's it. You would be a participant where you automatically come in.
Sounds like I'm out of business Hangouts and back into Hangouts. I keep clicking on that.
Oh, I didn't even know we were in business Hangouts.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, are we really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. This one's supposed to be.
All right. Well, I have something interesting coming up, because when I click Business Hangout, I said select which Business Hangout you want to activate, a permalink for Auditorium 2 or my Genealogy Game Night. So it probably doesn't know what to do with me.
Well, you have those two set up, so you get your choice of which one you want to activate.
Yeah, but not for your Hangout. This is your Hangout, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So we can't get in unless we use that link to come in.
Yeah, that's really funny that I was in the business Hangout.
I wasn't.
And
because I never got in that way.
I did, because I left a couple of messages for Andy.
Uh-huh.
And then I said I'll check back in an hour, and then the next thing I knew, you invited me in.
Okay, I think we may have one of these things, because the Hangout that I was in earlier with you three, it stopped completely due to authorization problems. So I went in and came back in, and I'm in the Business Hangouts interface, and all I see is me as the participant.
Yeah, and I can't click to go to it, because those are my two choices. All right, let's see what happens now.
Well,
That's okay. Well, so something happened when you left because you were a host and you didn't have a moderator. I mean, you were the host and didn't have a moderator, or did it hiccup?
It just, all of a sudden, it just went away and said, it's not authorized. And so then I went out, came back in, using the same links and everything. And then when I came in, of course, I came into a non-business Hangout, and I clicked Business Hangout, went down, chose just the same one. And so I'm here, and I'm in here, it's just by myself. Now, if I drop out of Business Hangouts, we'll say, okay, now I'm just in a regular video call with you guys.
Yeah. So there's funky little things happening, but we shan't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, there's been stuff going on for the last 2 days.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on.
All right. So I figured out where to add those several. Let me go back one. Where are we? That's the preview. Great. Let me log in again. Figured out where to add the 5 things, because you've only shown me 3 times. Scheduled event. Click on this to edit. Advanced settings. That's where you get the 3 tabs.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the upper right quadrant. And there's the 5 images. So
Right.
all I have to do is fix those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good. I just have to solve this ability to edit, and I may have to do it this very backwards way. Who knows?
Okay. Apparently, have I just found something here? Apparently, you can add an iframe on Blogger
Oh,
if you use the form secure as Blogger will not accept. Hang on here. We're going to copy this,
oh,
and
there is a widget.
and since we now have this, here is the link to what I have found. I haven't had a chance to read the whole thing,
Okay.
so I just put it in the chat.
Okay. And I have this one to share with you. Just as
Okay.
a point of information.
Okay. That's good.
So you'd have to, all right, but I'd still have to do what Heather says, and that is get rid of the things at the left nav bar. I just need a top and a bottom.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm gonna have a 5-inch top navigation bar because I already have 2 rows.
Okay. Mert, what would happen if you had, like, you've got your Blogger thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens if you had a page or something, started a whole new blog, on Blogger with a separate template and everything, and then on your regular Blogger page, just have a page that refers them to where all your stuff is embedded on a different template thing, full width template thing, instead of having the nav bar. Would that work?
I thought about doing a different blog. And let's go, let me go to Blogger, and we're not actually going to change the template. Let's just pick one of my yucky little blogs that I hardly ever use. Let's go down here.
Oh, I see. You've got as many as I do.
Yeah. All right, so let's go here and look at it, at the template. Well, we could go to layout. All right, so no, let's go to template. Oh, wait, layout is where you can do advanced. All right. So we can, the layout here. Ooh, they do have where there's no navigation on the top. It's full. That's the footer layout. This is the body layout. So there is no navigation.
Yeah.
You pretty much, the footer layout is completely different. For a second, I thought that was a possibility.
Yeah.
Let's go up here and change the template to something else. One of their other ones. Because sometimes they have different, no. See, this one where there'd be no navigation, so you lose a lot of things there. But if it is Dear Myrtle Hangouts .blogspot.com, I could refer to it. But then you have a problem because you'd have to go back to the other blog, my original blog, to create an archive that points to each one of these individual ones.
Yeah, right.
And that's not a bad thing. It's just that's instead of doing, I mean, I just want to do a nice, reasonable web page design.
Yeah.
And I don't like the concept of it being called dearmyrtlehangouts.blogspot.com when I've worked so hard to keep it at, even my blog that's on Blogger reads as blog.dearmyrtle.com, and if anybody just types dearmyrtle.com, unless they specify /index.html or HTM, they're going to get referred to my blog. It adds automatic referral. So it made sense to use some of that tons of space on my .com site, where I've just got tons and tons of space there, to put pages with embedded iframes.
Yeah.
I wonder what it actually does cost for me to have a different blog that is a WordPress blog on my .com site. Let's see.
Yeah, but if you're going to get to all that trouble, why not just create a website or something of that nature?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that's why I have to
because
have
another blog is just directing them to somewhere else. I mean,
well, Adobe Contribute was the WYSIWYG software I discovered and I'm trying out, and found that I can't just embed, because I end up with this kind of a page.
Okay, question. Where that gray box is, have you actually used those Business Hangout setups to actually record a video?
No.
That may be the reason you're getting the blank box, is because there's nothing to put in it yet. If you haven't created, a Business Hangout, done a live one that's been recorded.
It is. I've created it, because look what happens when I embed it in my Blogger blog, where I can go to the source. It comes up like I want it to look, except that I have to fix my... Okay, we're going to go to... we'll just stick it right in here. And now we'll go to Compose. And now you see we've got it.
Okay.
So,
okay.
So it's the same code. It just doesn't work over there unless I spend time seeing. I could test and activate this. Adobe. Maybe it just doesn't work till it's published.
Well, that could be too. I don't. I'm not familiar with software, so I really don't know.
I hope that this will work, because I love WYSIWYG. I mean, I've been looking for something since I no longer had a machine with front page on it.
Yeah.
And
I understand that.
And if this is the solution for somebody, then this is something that's reproducible. Whereas jumping through all the hoops that I'm capable of doing.
You could avoid that,
Yeah, but I want somebody else to be able to do this too. I want a genealogy society to be able to do it, or any one of our 400 friends.
Yeah.
That that will just say, it may not be available with this one. It may be some other type. Let me experiment more tomorrow. Excuse me.
Okay.
And I'm going to get back to you guys on this, so I am working on this.
Okay, and like I say, anytime you see me online, if you want to ping me, just go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm working on. Tomorrow I will have to have solved this problem. I mean, seriously.
Okay. Oh, actually, let you know, from 11:30 to 12:30 tomorrow, I won't be available.
Okay.
I'm doing a private tutor session.
Okay. Alrighty.
Well, you go eat something, dear. You need to get some food in your stomach.
Yeah, I know, and that means my husband's been downstairs working on. I need to rescue him from his tax work.
Okay.
He's a little late on his end of month stuff that he likes to do. So anyway, I will. It's nothing urgent. We can't even file till our family business on my side comes up with stuff, and they don't get it to us till like May. No, they don't. But because we always pay quarterly, we know what we're doing. So.
Yeah.
All righty. Catch you later, gentlemen. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
God
Bye-bye.
bless.
No, God bless. That's good thing to say. Very nice.
Okay. Well, Michael, I'm going to stop this broadcast.